Hey, my name is Rice. This is the channel where we talk about Bitcoin and other things surrounding the cryptocurrency space. Make sure you like, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell because I am random as hell. You never know when I'm going to do a drop. Usually when there's things going on in space that I want you guys to know about. All right, first things first, guys. Let's just take a deep breath. All right, I know the market just crashed. Bitcoin dropped down to 42K. My portfolio is in the red, just as I'm sure as everyone else's is. So I'm feeling the pain too, guys. Probably more so than you guys because I've been invested for a bit. So, but I'm feeling the pain too. But just take a deep breath. You know what I mean? When in doubt, zoom out. Look at the bigger picture. But let's get into what's going on, what happened over the weekend and why Bitcoin in the market crashed. So, like I said, Bitcoin crashed down to 42K, guys. Like, that was a hit. It hurt a bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was just looking at it drop, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna probably, it's gonna bounce back once it hits like 50K or something like that. And it just kept on dropping. And there's a bunch of factors that that had its hand in why Bitcoin and the market dropped like that. And what's crazy is, okay, all the noobs and the people who were basically bought in when it was at its all-time high of 69K. And let's just talk about that for a second. Okay, we were just at 69K on, when was that? November 10th, guys. So literally just a few weeks ago, we were at an all-time high. So I say that to say you can't expect these crazy gains without the dips. You have to, once you get into the market and you've been in it long enough, you actually, you appreciate the dips. Like, I'm always screaming buy the dip, and everyone's always looking at it as a negative because it feels good when your portfolio is in the green and it's going up and your investment is going up and you're accumulating money and like it feels euphoric just to look at that portfolio and see that it's increasing every day, especially when you're in a rally. But when you're in the market this long, you also expect crashes or dips. Like, volatility is a part of this game. Like, it's a part of the crypto. Like, it's a new asset class, guys. So like, they like to joke and call it the wild west, but in a sense it can be the wild west at times. Like, you'll see crazy gains and you'll see crazy dips. That's just the way this market is. Now, I don't think it's always going to stay like that. I do believe that the volatility is going to, like, it's not, I guess, stabilize as more people get into the market and there's more flowing in and out. Like I said, it's still a new asset class, so there's going to be people that panic sell. There's still a lot of leverage trading, meaning people that are borrowing, betting that the value is either going up or down. So there was a lot of people that got liquidated trying to long Bitcoin, and there's a lot of manipulation involved in this as well. There was a bunch of what we call, like, what do we call it? The spoofing going on, meaning like there were people putting in fake sell orders to make the people in the market think that the price was about to drop. And they do it in all markets. They do it in the stock market. They do it with gold. All markets they do this. That's probably where these strategies are coming from. They're probably taking them from the stock market and bringing them over to our market, to be honest with you guys. But like I said, just take a deep breath, guys. Like, we've had dips. If you've been in this market for years, you've seen these dips. 2017, it was the same thing before it hit its crazy bull run. There was like, I think 3 or 4 corrections before on the way up before we hit a crazy high. But what I'm seeing is a lot of people are going crazy and panic selling. They got to be overexposed. Like, okay, there were crazy price predictions thrown out. I'm talking about, like, Plan B, who they didn't quite hit his prediction, where he predicted us to be at 98K by the end of November, and then they predicted us to be, I think, like 180 to 200K by the end of December, and then they thought it was going to top out there, and then we're going to kind of go into a bear market going into the new year. But now they're saying that with all the heavy investing and the hedge funds and institutions jumping into crypto, that the bull run is actually going to last longer. They're saying probably till June. So what that means is you're going to see a lot more dips and corrections along the way. But that's okay. We can just use that to bounce back off of. It gives you opportunities to get back in the market. For those who just finally opened their eyes, or someone had opened their eyes to crypto and it was around the 69K or even before that, like, this is a huge buying opportunity. Like, I pray you guys bought the dip at 42K. That was a blessing in disguise.